This is the love child of Rhylan's. This hash idea. So, ooh, I'm missing something,
What?
of course.
Oh my gosh. I already know what it is. But it's okay because I added my cottage cheese.
Yes,
We both think the others is strange.
Can I just get a vote in the comments? Is cottage cheese acceptable to ingest
Yes.
in a modern age?
It is.
Modern day and age.
He said it was grandma food.
It's grandma food, I'm sorry. That looks like what happens when you leave a jug of milk unattended for 3 years. 3
I like
years.
it. Wow.
So, what?
It's just so much.
It's okay.
You should show the camera how much you do.
Anyways, you guys, we have really fallen out of a routine lately. We mentioned in the last vlog, been a lot of socializing, which we're not complaining about. But also, it's compounding with the fact that we are definitely experiencing some seasonal depression. I don't like saying seasonal depression. The
Yeah.
actual term is seasonal affective disorder.
Yeah,
Right?
I think so.
Yes, seasonal affective disorder.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what we're feeling. We're just, it's cold. We're not going
Yeah.
outside as much as we normally like to.
Like, I mean, for the past few days, we've been just inside, kind of putting off the things that we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a lot of things that we need to get done.
Such as, one thing I'm very excited about,
Mm-hmm.
we have 2 apartment tours lined up for today. We have not started looking at apartments yet, so I think it's good that we get the ball rolling today. We're going to do a full, like, in-depth apartment hunting series, but I just want to, like, get out there and see. So that, and then we need to book some flights. Rhylan is a
Last-minute
bridesmaid
Mm-hmm.
in a wedding that is less than a month away. She just went to the bachelorette weekend. We talked about that last video,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't have our flights. So that's like the first thing on the docket right now.
Yes.
Normally we would be pretty stressed out about booking a trip so
Yeah.
short notice, but we have our superpower, which is the best travel planning and booking tool ever. It's Skyscanner. They are actually the sponsor of today's video. I thought it'd be fun to show you just how quick and painless they make this process by having Rhylan set a stopwatch.
Yes.
And I'm going to start, hold on, let me screen record. And I'm going to show from the beginning to end of finding the perfect flight for us. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Go.
All right, so we're going to Arizona. I believe one of the most useful features here is that I can search from any airport in New York. So in one search, I can search LaGuardia, JFK, Newark. So that already is 1/3 the work that I have to do. So any of the airports in New York. And the cool thing with the dates, based off of these estimated prices that they show on the calendar, I'm able to say, okay, we aren't sure how long we want to be in Arizona. We want to maybe see my mom. Well, of course, see my mom. And I can see here that there's a date that's cheaper than the surrounding dates. That gives us a week there. So I'm going to choose that one. Pretty good pricing for that route right now. So that's already looking great. And then I want to talk about the search filters that you can use on this thing, which is like crazy good. So I go to the filters and I'm able to say, I only want direct flights. And then I like to filter by airline that we're affiliated with. And here we are, a bunch of great options. I'm gonna go for the route that makes the most sense for us. We like to wake up later in the day, so 4:55 p.m. on the day. They're both direct flights, and right here is the link to go to the site to book it. I press that. Bam, there it is.
3 minutes.
3 minutes and 18 seconds. Incredible. Do you
Yeah.
understand that within 3 minutes, I just found
Crazy.
the perfect route for us? Before having Skyscanner in our lives, we would have needed to do so many individual searches. It would have literally in the past taken hours. That's not an exaggeration. We can speak from experience. And now it took 3 minutes.
Exactly. I think now we push it off so much because we know how quickly we can get it done.
So I know that we're kind of spoiled at this
Yeah,
point.
we are.
So once again, you need to download this app. We're going to put a link in the description for you to
Yes.
use to get this downloaded because you need this app in your life.
Yes, so thank you so much to Skyscanner for being the sponsor of today's video. Now I have to go do my makeup and get ready because our apartment viewing is in like an hour.
Yeah.
So let's go.
It's coming up.
I thought today would be the perfect day to do my makeup routine for you guys. I have been asked so many times before along with what products I use, so I wanted to share that here. I already did my skincare, so I just prepped my face with this facial mist. And then I went in with my Merit concealer stick and blended that all out before going in with my Say Sunmelt in the lightest shade for my bronzer. Then I used the Ilia blush stick in All of Me, which is the perfect shade of blush. And I blend that all in with a brush and then I melt it in with my fingers. After that, I go in and I set my concealer with a translucent powder. And now is time for my favorite part, which is lip liner. I go in with the NYX lip liner in Sandstorm and finish with the lip liner from Basecamp Beauty in Signature Deep. Then I brush off the excess setting powder and I go in with the Swede brown liner all around the lash line before putting on the waterproof mascara by YSL. And I always have to use waterproof because it always bleeds under my eyes if I don't. Then I brush through my eyebrows with a clear brow gel. And lastly, I add the YSL cheek tint in Cherry Red. And that is it. I recently started posting things like this on an app called LTK, which I'm not sure if you've ever heard about it or not, but it just makes it so easy to link everything that you see us wearing or using in any of our content. So recently we've gone through and posted our favorite clothes, skincare, camera gear, and more on there. And I've also gone ahead and linked everything I just used in the makeup routine over there as well. So I will make sure to put that in the description box of this video. Now let's go find an apartment.
The things that we are looking for in an apartment as we start the search. The budget is somewhere between $2,800 to $3,300 a month, but ideally we would land right around $3,000.
Yeah.
We're looking for a 1-bedroom, not a studio. We want there to be natural sunlight somehow.
Yes, that's so important.
Yeah, for filming and stuff. And then we also are looking to have, it doesn't need to be crazy, but we would like a kitchen that is inviting to cook in, because a goal this year of ours is to cook from home a lot more, and we won't want to do that if it's like a cramped little kitchen. And then obviously we would love for it to be safe. I don't know, that's kind of our ideal things.
Also, one big thing that I would like is a pre-war apartment and like something that has more character to it. I think the ones we're going to today aren't.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would love that too.
Yeah.
We're having a hard time finding that, but we wanted to get started. So the two today don't have like the character per se, so we'll see how we feel about that. We just want to check it out because they meet some of the other requirements. So yeah, let's get into it.
So we headed over to our first apartment tour, which was in Bushwick, Brooklyn. It was listed for just over $3,000 a month, which was right around our ideal budget. It was decently sized and had natural lighting in the living room from the windows. The bathroom was super modern and clean, but it wasn't too special. There was extra storage by the front entrance and in the living room, which was super nice. The bedroom was pretty small and narrow with an equally small closet, which would be tough for us, but we could make it work. It also had a nice and pretty spacious patio, but this wasn't really a big priority for us as we'd prefer more space inside the apartment instead of paying for the outside space. So the broker showed us another layout with no patio but more space inside, and we liked the kitchen a lot on this one because of the natural lighting and the counter space. The living room also seemed much bigger, but the bedroom was still pretty small with the same sized closet space. All in all, it was a decent start, but not quite what we were looking for. So we took the train over to Kensington, Brooklyn for our next tour. This one was listed as $3,400 per month, which was just above our budget, but still doable because the kitchen really caught our eye. We just loved the size of this kitchen island and could totally see ourselves cooking and hosting here. I'm not sure if the living room was actually bigger or if the furnishing made it feel bigger, but it was really nice. The bedroom was a lot less narrow and had more closet space. Plus, we loved that the bathroom was dual access, so guests could use it without going through our room. There was also an in-unit washer and dryer and some extra storage space, plus some pretty great amenities in the building. So this one was definitely better, but it was still missing something. So we decided to reflect on it while we headed to the gym to get a workout in.
poppy time. We had such a nice time starting the process and looking at apartments and stuff. But we are realizing that new builds are just not going to cut it for us.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely giving like hotel sterile vibes, you know?
It's just like no character at all.
We need to prioritize pre-war or just charming. I just love like the wooden beams behind me. I love the wood floors that creak.
Yeah, you might get a splinter or two.
But they've given us a few splinters, but it's charm. And Street Easy is just not too easy for finding that stuff, you know? At least not that we know of, unless you can give us some pointers there. So we need your advice, guys. If any of you have moved to New York before, if you can tell us which websites to use. Somebody told us Craigslist, and we tried that. There's definitely more. I just get a little bit scared with the scammy vibes that I can see on there.
There's definitely a lot of scams on there. I feel like you can tell when it's a scam, but still, I just get scared. Like, there could be smart scammers.
I've heard some stories, people thinking they're moving into a spot, they show up, they unpack, and then like a week later the owners come and knock on the door. Oh my gosh,
that's actually a nightmare.
Yeah, they were on vacation and somebody listed their apartment and you moved in and you don't own anything and you gave a security deposit first month, last
fear
month.
Unlocked.
You've never heard of that?
No.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we just need some help. We would love to hear from you guys. How can we find something more charming, more this type of vibe? The wood floors and the beams and the double doors over there.
We already asked if we could move into this spot, but sadly she said no. I actually looked up a new recipe for tonight, which I'm so excited for. Can you guys guess what we are cooking tonight? It is honey glazed salmon. I got a sockeye salmon, which I've never cooked before. I'm a little bit scared because I really pushed for this and Juan Marcel was very questionable about this one.
I'm just used to Atlantic
salmon, I get it.
So I don't know, we'll see. I trust you though.
So while he's editing over there, you guys are gonna hang out with me while I cook dinner.
Okay, I'm so excited for this. It smells insane. Cheers. Thank you for dinner, baby.
It's good.
Are you serious? She's getting better and better every day, folks. I just feel so refocused and re-energized. now that we prioritized getting back on track and just had such a nice productive day. Hopefully we can keep it up, but there is one thing missing that we have to fix, and that is our sleep schedule.
Yeah.
It has been so out of whack. I mean, we go to bed, I don't even want to say it honestly, but we want to go to bed earlier tonight. For us, it would be an accomplishment to be asleep by midnight.
Yeah.
Huge accomplishment.